Call the names. Wake the room. Wake the room. Wake the room! Lou, Rex, Pam Ray, Naomi, Afasiana, Babbler, Monarch Soul, Jojo, Gray Eyes, Fillmyeyes. Poets assemble. No masks, no manners. Say it plain, or say it broken. Monday night in the garden of enlightenment. Low light lit minds, every line got intent. Clock ticks crooked and the room turns vigilant. Quiet so loud you can hear what the tension meant. Then it slips after midnight, manners get murdered. Nice little masks get cracked by a word or a murmur. Twisted Tuesdays twist truth till it turns on its heel. Clean cut faces go strange when the dark gets real. You can feel that shit, that slick little slip when the grin stays sweet, but the eyes don't sit. Like the room grew weird, like the walls grew ears, like the hush got hands and it's pulling you near, and the words don't rest, they press. Put a heel on the chest, leave a dent in the breath. Every line like a knock from the back of the brain. Like you came in one shape, you won't leave the same. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dome dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whisper in the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, Wednesday breaks, parts in the park, sink down the spine, half halo, half hazard, both hands in the light. In the yard, a seduction walks soft through the smoke, silk on the tongue with the blade in the joke. Books and bards wakes dust in the depth of the shelves. Old ghosts lean out and start naming themselves in a craft and sullen up the ache. Gets a voice, pain stands up street and makes silence a choice. Then break on through when the debo gives way, when the masses sink but the pulse says pray. Echoes in the dark, go hunt the fear, that thing with no name starts ringing in your ear. Say it, say it. Fill my eyes with poetry, don't water it down. Let it bite, let it bloom, let it burn through the crowd. Bad company grins like a bruise, dressed smart, and rhythm and rhyme puts a boot through the heart. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dome dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whisper in the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, some come shattered, some come slick. Some speak honey with a blade in it. Some sound velvet, some sound wire. Some walk in low and take the room higher. Some come holy, some come liars. That's the thing! This ain't filler for the dead space, no. This is pulse with the pen, this is blood with the nickel, this is breath to the backbone, ink with the crown. Live mics, live nerves, truth laid bare in the round. This is the beautiful mess, the bruise and the bloom, the line that cuts clean and makes a little room. Late souls, wide eyes, all nerve in the dark. A room full of hearts beating hard through the dark. Wake the room, wake the room. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown in the soft dome dim. poets. When the clock slips past polite, we tell the truth. LNP, we love you. Stay frosty.
Hello everyone, and a happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing well this week, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend to follow. Hi Pam, how are you?
Hey. Oh, all in all, I'm doing pretty good. I woke up from a deep sleep about at 8:40, so 20 minutes before showtime, and a little confused, thinking, oh, it must be really early in the morning because the sun hasn't risen. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just been a quiet day. It was, just not a whole lot to report, not a whole lot exciting, but I am looking forward to hanging out with you and other cool poets and getting into a night of open poetry, as always.
Yeah, I think it'll be a nice one. And just in case
Yes.
everyone is curious, Pam is filling in. Rex is out of town and handling some things, so we're not sure when he'll be back, but we're patient people here.
Yep.
And so when he gets here, that'll be great. In the meantime, Pam is kind enough to pick up just another show. So yeah, she had nothing better to do. You know how that works.
Unfortunately, I did not come with my deep Rex voice, so there might be some poems I have to put it on for, but
Right. We have. What was I just going to say? Damn, I went right out of my head. So, well, I don't know.
it's good to see the guys coming in.
Yes. We have Yumpy and Aaron and Vizago, and hello to YouTube. And I'm not sure who's there, but someone is there. Maybe some two are there. You never know. And yes, it's good to see everybody. And what a day! I don't know. It's just been. I don't know. It's been a very like I don't know slow day here. I don't know. I'm just kind of hiding under a rock. It's just easier that way, you know. But yes, I don't know. But what was your weather like today? That's a question.
That is a good question. I think our high today was like 83. I never stepped outside. But it felt from the inside. It felt like it was humid, and yeah, I want to say just low 80s and humid was what we were at.
Well, we were at 87 was our high today, and we got 70.
That's and those few degrees can make such a difference.
Yeah, and
It's
I think the humidity. Well, the humidity, did not feel so bad today. But it's supposed to start raining on Sunday, and I think we're supposed to have a couple of days, you know, where it's going to rain. You know, that's just the way that's going to be. We see. I'm going to double check myself. Yes. Well, Sunday is supposed to rain, and now it doesn't say anything for Monday, so I guess it was all a lie. It was all a lie, I tell you. But, yeah, so we're supposed to have thunderstorms on Sunday, so that would be one of those moments. Yeah, but that's okay, I don't mind. I don't have anywhere I have to go today. It is all good. And then, let's see, Erin says it's 57 there today, but the breeze feels like 50, where that's under. No, chilly. Uh, Mazago says weather report. Dora visited briefly, making the Viking happy for 5 minutes. Pour down, and some lightning and thunder. Now it's not more than 27 degrees Celsius in the office. 27 degrees Celsius. Come on, help me out there, Erin. Erin's usually my go-to guy when it comes to that. He tells me, unless Rex is here, then he tells me. Yeah. So hang on, let me move that. Maybe that'll help. That keep everybody from saying how quiet I am. I'm so soft spoken. So let's see. Oh, well, that's not bad then. If it was warm but not warm.
Oh, that did actually help, I'll say.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I had it sitting like, I don't know, 6 inches, 8 inches away from where I normally have it. So I guess that's the difference. Okay. Well, Aaron is not telling me what 27 degrees Celsius is. So, and Rex is not here. So, and I'm not about to guess. So I assume that that's toasty, not super toasty.
Right. Well, yeah. If the air conditioner didn't get turned on, it's probably not super toasty.
Yeah. Well, that's Yumpy's. That's Yumpy's weather report. Don't get me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that's nice. Sleeping weather must be nice. I did not get my daily nap today. I don't know. Oh, 80 degrees. Aaron did answer me. I'm sorry, Aaron. I did not see it. So it's 80 degrees for Visago. That's not bad. Oh, well. 4 o'clock in the morning, it was 80 degrees. That's kind of warm. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And no, not to be confused with the Three Stooges. I did not say yuck, yuck, yuck. I said yuck, yuck. What do I have going on over here? Okay. Sounds good. We have a nice little board of poetry for tonight. I like it. So let me think. Is there anything else exciting that we need to talk about? Luyu is back on a leave of absence again. She.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I said back on a leave of absence again. She's out again for a while.
Oh, back on. I thought you said from a leave of absence. Oh, okay. Well, that is not wonderful.
No, she called me late last night. So, or at least that's when I talked to her. So I'm not sure how long she's going to be away, but we will do our best to muddle through. Choices are rough,
Yeah.
No, so, but we wish her the best and hope she feels better soon. And yeah, so, and I think that's about enough. If anybody, Bam, you want to cover Mondays too? I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Only kidding. We'll just have Pam on 7 nights a week, 2 shows a day. That should keep her out of trouble.
Yeah, I'll still I don't know. I'll find a way to multitask. I'll find a way to get in trouble and be on shows at the same time.
Well,
but y'all should just be prepared for my nervous breakdown.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm more afraid you're
Mad
just
cow disease.
Oh God. Oh God. yeah, there you go. Oh my God. I'm just more afraid of you getting cranky. That would not be good.
That is a very yes. Well, you know more than buddy, that me getting cranky is a very real possibility.
Nothing. I know nothing. Nothing. Me and Schultze got something in common there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so it's been a rough patch. 10 years of doing the radio, everybody's worn thin and having issues. That's okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said they wanted to leave when we did the anniversary show. I wrote that down. I have it on record. There's a show. It's written. It's done.
Yeah, you gotta download that show that way, if you haven't already. And in case we end up StreamYard ends up doing something crazy.
Let's not even think like that, Pam. Don't even bring that up. Do not.
Okay. Sorry. Knock on wood.
Do not. Do not even talk up one more thing for me to juggle in this life. Okay?
Oh my God.
I've been juggling plenty over the last couple of weeks, and that didn't even have anything to do with the radio. But I'm just not up for another challenge.
Oh
Ah,
my gosh, I
Yep.
get that.
Yumpy says he laughed real hard at your mad cow disease, but then he says next show is cows on crack. Oh my god! Oh my word! Yeah, I'm still waiting for to see Pam's picture with the cowboy hat on, but she hasn't showed me one yet. So see, we were gonna put up the cow with the hat.
Oh yeah, I've got to do that sometime.
Yep.
Definitely.
Before you lose it,
Yeah.
you know, we cannot lose that opportunity. And one night we'll come in. I'll do mine with the hat, and you can do yours with the hat, and we can look all cutesy.
Oh, that would, yes, that would be
We'll have
fun.
to do that for a Tuesday. We'll have to come up with some country kind of thing.
Yes, well, yeah. I mean, there has to be, like a theme where it works.
That's right. We'll come up
Yes,
with something. Anyway,
and
I don't know. I guess maybe we should start doing some poetry, because I don't know what else to talk about. How's that for honesty?
well, there
Unless
you
you have
go.
something, unless you have something you would like to bring up, and we can talk about that for a few minutes.
No, not that I can think of. I mean, there's plenty I could talk about, but I'm sure one of those things might get me in trouble. So,
That's always
you,
possible.
you just.
I know how you can be. Yep. Listen, while we're sitting here, what's up for Sunday? How are we making out with that? Because
um,
we have a couple
you
people
know,
on the sideline that maybe we might be able to toe in if we haven't already. You know.
yeah. Well, we are doing a night of your songs. There's a contest open to pre-writes, and we want your song lyrics with a musical recording. The musical recording, of course, can be you, but it can also be um, AI, like Suno AI. As of right now, I've got 16 entries in the contest and two or three extra on the board. So, we've got a really good lineup, but that doesn't mean more aren't welcome because, we just, for me, the more the merrier.
Do you
Um,
do you see anybody here that maybe that hasn't jumped in on that boat yet?
Not yet. Well, Vizago, but Vizago, I don't know if he does.
Music. Yeah.
Yeah, if he
I
does
know.
music,
I know
but
Aaron sent me
but I
one.
know both Errant and Yumpy have both entered the contest.
Okay, you're welcome,
Um,
fellas. But anybody else who's listening, please feel free to join in. Pam's got that contact,
absolutely.
and we'll be.
Absolutely. And I will mention, I also have since we're bringing up contests that need rights, I do have a sensual contest that needs rights called Sensual Cravings.
Oh.
If anybody wants to check that out too. I know one at a time, but both write a song and then after you do that, or, share a song and after you do that, jump over and see and satisfy your sensual cravings.
You always do the song about sensual cravings. We're pretty easy going around here.
There you go.
Yeah, let's play it
If
both
somebody wrote a song for about sensual cravings, we could put it on Sunday's show, but then also use it as an intro for
right.
Wednesdays.
That's right. Vizago says he has an audio he made. You did a song, Vizago? That'll be nice. I have to have Pam send you the link to the contest.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
Music, music, music. Sunday is always music. Oh, yes. So, okay, well, now that I brought that up, because I didn't know if we needed anything, so I thought, well, maybe I'll check that out. See what we can do. Okay.
Yep.
Now, the first piece I have for tonight is a carryover from last week, and it's called Make a Dream Come True by Darkened Auras. Hopefully, we'll have a whole recording on this. All the numbers seem to work, so hopefully, this will be the way it's supposed to be. Oh, Okay, so here we go. Let me find the audio. And here we go.
A light turned on, a tiny spark, igniting in her soul. A flood of memories washing back, mind now set on a new goal. Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Take her to the waters, let her spirit renew. One private pool beneath an open sky. Make a dream come true before another decade goes by. Just a tiny ping of happiness, an emotion once thought lost. Its hope recaptured at long last, must fight for it at any cost. Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Take her to the waters, let her spirit renew. One private pool beneath an open sky. Make a dream come true before another decade goes by. The serenity of such privacy, the escape she seeks within her mind. It's right there in her dreams each night, a way to make it a reality she must soon find. She's been numb for over a decade, going through the motions on autopilot. Lives a boring life day in and day out, but now she wants to change all of it. She has her mind set on just one thing, mermaiding in a private pool room all her own. Strengthening muscles, exercising, swimming all day. And hearing her laughter echo a cheerful tone. Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Take her to the waters, let her spirit renew. One private pool beneath an open sky. Make a dream come true before another decade goes by. What she wouldn't give to be teleported back in time, where she swam in pools and lakes, the tub, and pretended to be a mythical creature for hours. Will she get her wish with the genie's rub? Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Make a dream come true, make a dream come true. Take her to the waters, let her spirit renew. One private pool beneath an open sky. Make a dream come
Very nice. Very nice. Pam, are you
Oh
going to run? Oh
yes,
yeah. Going to run comments tonight?
I am,
Okay, just
but
check.
I'm echoing. I'm echoing, so you go ahead and comment and I'll be right back.
Okay, doke. I thought this was a nicely penned piece by Christina. Good lines throughout. Great choice of music and voice for the audio. Wishing to go back to the times we hold dear, those wonderful memories of our youth. I thought it was well put out in this and nicely presented. So, great job, Christina, and thank you for sharing with us tonight. I enjoyed it. I did. I did. I have to see if Pam's back. Nope, Pam's not back yet. Pam hasn't left yet. Pam, what are you doing? Yumpy says a great song. Pam says yes, great music and voice. Aaron says nice piece. Well done, DA. Pam, what are you doing? Vizago says he loved that tune, and the voice was calm, and the lyrics hit my own dreams. Say, nice, very nice. I don't know what Pam's doing. Oh, now she left. Oy vey. I don't know. So, well, my comments are never that long, Pam Ray. Pam Ray, Pam Ray.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that was a wonderful comment. I didn't hear it, but I'm sure it was. For some reason, it just totally did not get into my head that, yeah, that filling in meant leading comments.
It's fine. That's why I asked.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. But thank you so much, Darkened Auras, for the audio, for the SoundCloud. It is very much appreciated. Um, yeah, I thought there was a beautiful choice of music and a beautiful choice of.
Voice?
I'm sorry, Jean. Could you refresh? Well, please.
Sure. No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you. All right. So yeah, beautiful choice of music and of voice. There was to me a certain nostalgia in this because, I some of my best moments in childhood were spent in lakes and rivers. And so the mention of swimming and the mention of going back in time to, when the spirit was happy. I have to say there's a certain spiritual element to me on bring her to the river, let her spirit be, was it happy or free? But I can't find it exactly. But I think we all have those things that we connect with, those moments that we connect with, which are, just have a sense of nostalgia to them, and really make us feel as if, we're truly alive within our soul. So excellent right by Dark Endoras and very well done.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, hopefully that's better, Pam, because I can't do much more than that.
Well, I have to say, so far it is.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so this next piece that I'm going to put up, Pam, I'm going to come to you for. And this is called Lilith by Vizago. So, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Neat pick.
Oops, gotta refresh. Lilith is my name. They call me fallen, my crime. I asked why. Were we not made equal? Why should I kneel if breath was placed inside us both? He called it defiance. I called it truth. So I grew wings, not from hatred, not from spite, but certainty. I left, not cast out. I walked willingly into the dark because I could not serve, because I would not serve, they made me monster, queen of shadows, mother of night, whisper in forbidden rooms. Yet darkness was never evil to me, only honest. Light can blind, but darkness lets you see what still remains when illusion dies. Remember this. They fear women who refuse chains more than demons. End poem.
Nice read, Pam. Yeah, that was a good piece. I liked it. I liked a lot of it. Um, from the beginning, Loeth is my name. They called me Fallen. My crime, I asked why. It just puts it in perspective right from the get go. But I really picked it up here. I left, not cast out. I walked willingly into the dark. And because I would not serve, they made me monster. Queen of shadows, mother of night, whisper in forbidden rooms. Yet darkness was never evil to me, only honest. Light can blind, but darkness lets you see what still remains when illusion dies. I thought there was a lot of good lines in this, and I thought it was really well put together. So great job, Vizago, and thank you for sharing. I like this one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. Yeah, this is definitely a great share. I'm always a huge fan of stories, not first person narratives in the voice of, you know, mythology like Lilith, and I like how she is a representation of a woman who questions, who refuses to be held down and will not allow the crushing of their spirit by naive fools. Um, to me, her story is inspiring, and I think Vizago does a wonderful job of capturing her voice. Really nice use of spacing, and I like how this poem speaks on light and darkness, yet darkness was never evil to me, only honest. Light can blind, but darkness lets you see what still remains when illusion dies. And of course, that ending, I mean, that's just amazing. Remember this, they fear women who refuse chains more than demons. Like that just makes me want to put on my armor and stand up proud and stab people with spears or something. I mean, that's
She is. She is. She hasn't even done the 7 days, two shows a day. I said something about her being cranky, and she's already getting a spear to stab people.
oh, I
See?
did. I figured you could still be in a good mood and stab people with spears.
No,
I didn't realize it was something you had to be cranky to do.
oh my God.
But wonderful, right by Vizago. Very well done.
Absolutely. It was a great piece. I don't know. Vizago. You got her getting spears and she's stabbing people. Yeah, that's why she's happy. Don't let her fool you. Okay. Well, this next piece I'm going to put up is called The Shapelessness Required to Belong. This is 10 by Ben Hart. So, the poem is up, and I have a SoundCloud for this. Well, I have an audio for this. I won't say SoundCloud. That's not really what it is. Ah! Earth got your number today. Okay, so here we go.
The Shapelessness Required to Belong, Part 10, by Ben Hart. And by the end, the last maelstrom of sky abandoned lung, there remained only a portrait painted in fog upon the glass heart of death, a fingertips' fateful retracing of a drug addict's hastily discarded edges. It read, and here was I, and all my tears of joy, all my stammering against the unceasing still, a penitent mute, a mother's boy, slowly forgiving the hope that had him killed. Now I recall life only in spent light, in broken constellations of sensate intangibles.
Mm, nice piece.
Yeah, that was very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for the SoundCloud, Ben. It is greatly, or the recording is greatly appreciated. And Jean, your thoughts?
Well, I think it was a great piece. Ben has such a great way with words and saying what's on his mind. It kind of makes me curious. This is part 10. I can't imagine 1 through 9, although I've probably heard a few of them. Uh, I think the lines were great. And I picked this one up. As the last maelstrom of sky abandoned long, there remained only a portrait painted in fog upon the glass heart of death, a fingertip's fateful retracing of a drug addict's hastily discarded edges. It read, and here I was, in all my tears of joy, all my stammering against the unceasing. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not going to read it all. But I'll take it down to the second quote. You know, it was just very well done, very well said. I think the imagery was good in it. Um, his imagery is always well done. He pulls in images that you don't necessarily expect to pull together nicely, but he does it. But a portrait painted in fog upon the glass heart of death. What a It was an interesting picture there in my mind. But yeah, so this is a great piece. So Ben, I think this is a wonderful job, and I think that it was just well done. So thank you for sharing with us tonight.
Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. Um, yeah, this is beautiful. And I honestly have to say it's great to hear him read his own poetry. I would love to be able to get more SoundClouds from him.
Absolutely.
As always, he has a wonderful use of spacing and scattering um, in his poetry, which I think actually works really well with the phrase maelstrom of sky. I mean, it just physically feels like a representation of that. This to me has, strong imagery and metaphors. It's not a lot of words, and yet there's so much said. With the emotional impact, the way it speaks on loss and death, and that feels like, to me anyways, that someone who is uh coming to terms with grief, but in that process it still feels very overwhelming. It feels as if in moments you're fragile. And there's just strong lines throughout, but I did especially like, and here was I, and all my tears of joy, all my stammering against the unceasing will, a penitent mute, a mother's boy, slowly forgiving the hope that had him killed. I mean, absolutely, that hits hard, and it feels just kind of like speaking on a loss of self. So amazing, right, and very well done by Ben Hart.
Right. Visago said this hit me in the chest. He said it was a great write. So that's always good. Certain things about different poems, kind of hit us in different ways, and we can all relate to a little bit of something. So it's awesome. Okay, the next piece that I'm going to put up is called Sentiment and Sentient by Angela Aquino. And I assume this is the prompt. We need another and a wiser and a perhaps more mystical concept of animals. We stand tall, fierce, and knowledgeable. Nature is powerful and uncontrollable. Sentient beings are participants in our daily lives. Look into their eyes. How can we not see? We, the acts of lesser understanding, lost, comparing beasts among pigs, fish among rats, foes and darling friends. the blindness that lets us savor the sadness of unneeded death. In the wilderness, with instincts and ways we don't comprehend or don't want to, so that we can consume with picks of whom to devour. We are the lesser, we are incomplete, a hard truth hidden by what is not ours to take. End poem.
Great read, Jean. I thought this was such an amazing write by Angela. A great take on the quote by Henry Biston, which was this was a carryover from Tuesday's show, because unfortunately I had forgotten to put it on the board, um, and but the lines are strong. They're thoughtful. I like how she speaks on the wisdom of nature and the reality of our own insignificance in the grand thing scheme of things. Um, I thought there were great lines throughout, but I did especially like sentient beings are participants in our daily lives. Look, I suppose I should start at the first two lines because that really connects well. We stand tall, fierce, and knowledgeable. Nature is powerful, uncontrollable. Sentient beings are participants in our daily lives. Look into their eyes. How can we not see? And but all the way through there's just these amazing lines and a real true look at having a reverence for nature and a respect for the souls of animals. So excellent, right, and very well done by Angela Aquino.
Absolutely. Yeah, I thought this was wonderful. I think she did a great job and a wonderful take on that prompt. You know, and I have to say, I picked it up here. We, the acts of a lesser understanding, lost comparing beast among pigs, fish among rats, foes and darling friends, the blindness that lets us savor the sadness of unneeded death. In the wilderness, with instincts and ways we don't comprehend or don't want to, so that we can consume with picks of whom to devour. We are the lesser, we are the incomplete. I think she really, I don't know, I thought that was a good hit on that prompt, and I thought it was excellent thoughts throughout. So great job, Angela, and thank you for sharing with us. Great piece. Okay, got it. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got going on next. And for my next magic trick, okay, Pam, I'm coming back to you on this one. And this is called the Eternal Ember by Green Eyes One. I like that name.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put it up. And whenever you're ready.
All right. The sun's light consumes the darkness of the sky as shadows return to overrule the dawn. Yet the only truth that truly matters is the light held within your mind and heart. For it is this glow that ignites your dreams and fuels the fire of your ambitions. If you allow the darkness to take hold, you will surely suffer, but if you choose to fan the embers, you shall never be extinguished, and you will burn bright forevermore. End poem.
Nice read, Pam. I like this piece. I think it was nicely done. And I love how it rolls between night and day, between dark and light. I like that concept. Um, it, it's something I probably have written something on. I think, but I like the way she said it. The sun's light consumes the darkness of the sky, as shadows return to overrule the dawn. Yet the only truth that truly matters is the light held within your mind and heart. For it is this glow that ignites your dreams, that fuels the fire of your ambitions. There's truth. Everything has a light and a dark to me. Everything, because without light, you don't notice the dark, and without the darkness, you don't appreciate the light. Um, that darkness sometimes is a time to reset, to sleep, to renew. Um, and then the light comes, and there you go. And it holds true on so many different levels. But I think this was really nicely done. So thank you, Green Eyes One. Nice piece. Really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. Yeah, I enjoyed this one too. And I have to say, Green Eyes One is a new name to me. So I'm glad they shared something with us. And, I hope to be reading more of them. I do really like the imagery in this. It is wonderful. And like you, I appreciate the mention of the light and the darkness and the idea of renewal. But I also really like how this speaks on an inner light, fueling the fires of ambition and the fanning the embers of your spirit. I mean, she doesn't say that exactly, but that's what it feels like to me. Those inner lights, those inner fires, that it's so important that to keep them burning bright. And the thing with ambitions, though, is they're a tricky beast to wrangle in. Like, on one hand, you don't want to ever lose your ambitions. You do want to keep those embers burning bright. But sometimes, like any fire, they can take over. They can become a creature, a monster that you can't control. But I like the gentle tone. That's just some thoughts that came to my mind. But I like the gentle tone of this and how it does talk about those inner flames. Wonderful, right? And very well done by Green Eyes One.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Stanza Hero. Nice to have you join us.
Oh, very cool. Hello, Stanza Hero.
Okay, now this next piece that I'm going to put up is called Someone Like Me, and this is by Quickens Music. Woohoo! And I have an audio for this. Just saying. Okay, so let me go over and hit the button. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go.
She doesn't dim the lights to make me easier to keep. Doesn't fill the quiet with a joke or leave while I'm half asleep. She takes my hands like they're tired and puts both of hers in mine, like she never learned to pull away from what she finds. Still I go blank the second she gets close, because you left your show playing in the places I go when I need peace the most. How do I let her love someone like me, when the smallest act of kindness still feels like goodbye to me? Every time she says forever, I still taste the words you swallowed. She took the flowers I bought for you and held them like they weren't borrowed. Held them like they weren't borrowed. She pressed them flat in a book between the winter pages, just dead little white things from the night I brought them home. She says they're still beautiful, I tell her they're just dead. She looks at me the way she always does, and I can't open my mouth, so I hang my head instead. You left your show playing in the places I go when I need peace. She's standing in the doorway, and I'm still listening to you leave. How do I let her love someone like me, when the smallest act of kindness still feels like goodbye to me? Every time she says forever, I still taste the words you swallowed. She took the flowers I bought for you and held them like they weren't borrowed. You didn't just walk out, you left me the size you needed. Small enough to lose, quiet enough to call it nothing. Now she says I'm beautiful and I turn my face away because you were the one I loved. Why you taught me how to hate someone like me. How do I let her love someone like me? When you put your leaving in every good thing that follows me. She pressed those flowers in her pages like they still held meaning, and I still flinch when she loves the hands you taught me were no good. She loves someone like me, and I wish it for a second, but then it didn't sound like me.
There we go. Amazing SoundCloud there. Thank you very much. Quicken, as always, top-notch work. And Jean, your thoughts?
I knew you were going to come to me first. Well, I think this was wonderful. As always, the music and the voice was great. Um, you know, uh, I'm just trying to put my thoughts together. It's a lot to take in and roll through. Um, how do I let her love someone like me when the smallest act of kindness still feels like goodbye to me? Every time she says forever, I still taste the words you swallowed. She took the flowers I bought for you and held them like they weren't borrowed. She pressed them flat in a book between the winter pages, just dead little white things from the night I brought them home. She says they're still beautiful. I tell her they're just dead. She looks at me the way she always does, and I can't open my mouth, so I just hang my head. Or I hang my head instead. See, I'm making up my own words again. Um, it's, I don't know, those lines lead me somewhere, like, the flowers I bought for her, and I bring them home instead, and that's where she gets the flowers. So it sounds like there was a little bit of something going on. And I'm sure that's not what his intent was, but maybe it was, because you never know with Quicken where he wants to take you on his journey. But she saved those flowers, and she looks at me and says looks at me the way she always does, and he can't say anything, so he just hangs his head instead. I mean, it's like that guilt or that shame comes into play, but the whole thing was really nicely done. It had a nice feel to it, although the words lead me in a little bit of a sadder direction. So, well done and a great piece. So thanks for sharing. Now I'm going to go read the author's notes and see what he really said.
Yeah. Well, I cheated and looked at the AN. Yeah, and but I won't read the whole thing, but I'll read the first part of the AN. He says, my idea for this was a man bringing flowers to a woman he loves, only for her to reject both the flowers and him. In his sorrow, he gave them to a stranger who cherished them and eventually cherished him too. I think that's a lovely idea for a story, right? And I do like the way that he captured this voice. As always, just the music choice is wonderful. I have to say, what surprised me, but I mean surprised in a nice way, is I felt like this had the music had a gentler tone. which fit really well with the storyline and with the voice within the words. And I like how this speaks on how difficult it is to believe. Like I get the impression that this is a work of fiction, a story that he's created, and yet at the same time, I think it's the truth for so many people, because it can be difficult to actually believe that somebody loves you if you've been hurt and rejected before. So, like, here's this man who, by handing over these flowers, he's expressing his love, he's expressing what's the truth in his heart, and both the flowers and him get rejected. And so the next person that comes into his life, this stranger, that that he gave the flowers to. And I have to also, I mean, it's just, I'll try to stay focused here before I go on to my next thought. That yeah, it's to actually believe that this love is true, to believe that this person actually admires you when you're having trouble loving yourself. And the other thing I want to compliment Q on, and I always love his writing, uh, the restraint in this poem is beautiful to me, because it's wonderful. Because the thing is if I had this idea for a story like this, um I mean, honestly, this is the type of storyline that feels like it could be made epic, because it makes me think of like one of those like modern day romance movies, maybe with a little bit of a combination of being both serious and little bits of comedy. Not that the poem is funny, but that's what the movie I'm imagining based on this. And so I feel like he could have gone much longer, but he really didn't need to. He knew when it was the right time to stop. He knew he had said all the right things that needed to be said within this right. Beautifully written and very well done.
Nice comment, Pam. Nice comment, Pam. Okay. Hey, got another one with an audio. It's my lucky day.
Oh, that is awesome.
Uh-oh. Let me see what this says. Yumpy, he's sharing something from Sunday's show. You're not supposed to do a show before the show.
Yumpy's jumping the gun.
Yumpy's jumpy.
Yumpy.
Okay, so this is called Rescue, and this is by Aaron Panther. So let me put that up, and let me find the audio, and here we go.
I wake up with the drag every day on my back, like a bag full of bricks in the mountain to track. My shoulders ain't steel, they're cracking at the seam. I keep saying I'm fine, but that's not what I mean. Every step feels borrowed, every breath feels earned. I keep moving forward, even while I burn. If I drop this weight, who's gonna know? If I lose my grip, where do I go? Rescue me, I'm not built to break. Rescue me, before the whole thing shakes. Rescue me, I'm still here, still worn out. I'm still here, still drowning in doubt. Got a job in the mask, in the red do grin. Got my teeth set hard just to make it in. Every promise I make feels heavier now. I'm not asking for gold, just a way out somehow. There are nights I stand still, like I'm pinned to the floor with the storm in my chest and the key in the door. If I fall this time, who catches the sound? If I hold this line, can I hold it down? Rescue me, I'm not built to break. Rescue me, before the whole thing shakes. Rescue me, weakening shoulders. I keep the light on weakening shoulders. I want to survive. I don't wanna fade. Rescue me.
Thank you very much for that recording, Aaron. It is greatly appreciated. Well, all right, Jean, I suppose since I did, call on you to comment on the last three audios, I should take this one and try to make a long enough comment to give you time to write.
Thank
So let's see, you're against the clock. All right. So as always, Aaron has a good ear for and a good mindset for choosing the right music. I was listening to that and I liked the idea that it's both gritty and upbeat at the same time. I'm fairly new to playing with Suno, so sometimes I'll put something together and I'll be like, no, that's not quite right. What do I need to take away? And I'm sure Aaron doesn't get it right on the first try all the time, but I wouldn't be surprised considering how much he's done it at this point if he just, has a feel for what works. I was trying to think of what band that reminded me of, and all I could come up with is Imagine Dragons, but that didn't feel quite right to me. But that was the closest I could come to. Um, this is just really powerful and heartfelt lyrics. It has, of course, a wonderful lyrical quality, not only because of the great rhyme and flow, but because of the use of repetition, which I think was used very well. I like how this speaks in the voice of someone who says they are fine when carrying a heavy weight of despair within their spirit. The idea of wearing that metaphorical mask that you put up for people, that smile that's fake, and you just want, at least one person to see and acknowledge the cracks, to make you feel like you don't always have to be strong all the time. And somebody who's going to see your pain and rescue you, you'll carry that yoke with you. And, great lines throughout. But I did especially like the first chorus and verse two. And especially, where it says, every promise I made feels heavier now. I'm not asking for gold, just a way out somehow. There are nights I stand still like I'm pinned to the floor with a storm in my chest and a key in the door. That feels like the just being so overwhelmed by anxiety. Excellent write and very well done by Errant Panther.
you. Right. I agree with you, Pam. There are a lot of really strong lines throughout this whole piece. It strikes me as someone who's got their back to the wall and they're just trying to make it, and all they want is for just someone to cut them a break and help them through. Not don't give me a handout, just give me a step up. Um, but I thought that Aaron did a really great job. Wonderful verses in the piece. I enjoyed the bridge, the chorus, as well as the outro. I mean, really, the whole thing was very well done. I did, and I agree with you there. There's a nice choice of music and voice, as always. And I kind of went with the second verse. Um, Out of the two, I kind of like that one. Got a job and a mask and a rent-due grin. Got my teeth set hard just to make it in. Every promise I made feels heavier now. I'm not asking for gold, just a way out somehow. There are nights I stand still like I'm pinned to the floor with a storm in my chest and a key in the door. You know, that's, I don't know. In some ways it's kind of relatable at certain times. I can even say maybe I felt that way. but nicely done. So great job, Erin, and thanks for the share. Well done, well done. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me go find the next piece. No, this one is by Stanza Hero. But I never did see the SoundCloud Stanza Hero, so I don't want you to think that I didn't look, because I did. Yeah, nice. Okay, so let me put this one up. And here we go. This is called By the River. Come and join me now. Have yourself some fare down by the river. And I tossed to the waters those dried, toasted morsels to watch fish and turtle parley for their snare, or their share. Oh my gosh. While crow and magpie sing to me for theirs, ever bolder than before, I'm joining among the chairs, as this encouragement for more. Maybe I'll read this the way he wrote it. I'm going back and starting it over because I've changed words and stumbled and whatever I've done. So here we go. This is called By the River by Stanza Hero. And I'm going to try and read it the way he wrote it this time. Come and join me now. Have yourself some fare down by the river. And I tossed to the waters those dried, toasted morsels to watch fish and turtle parley for their share, while crow and magpie sing to me for theirs, even bolder than before. I'm joined among the chairs as their encouragement for more. Our conversation drowned by the parakeet's din, clearing what's left behind and consigning it to bin. On pizza we all dined down by the river. End poem. I wouldn't have thought it'd be that hard for me to read it the right way the first time. Ugh,
Well, I have to say that second time going back, great read, definitely.
thank you.
I see he says an AN, just enjoying a pizza down in a park down by the river. And I tell you, as soon as I read that first line, come and join me now, have yourself some fare down by the river. I was like, I'm in, you know.
Right?
I totally, yeah. I mean, and the lines in this, the imagery is just, fun. I like how he brings us into a a snapshot of a poet, not a poet, sorry, a moment in the life of a poet. And of course, by the end line, on pizza we all dined down by the river. I was reeled in. I was already and unfortunately, I just, not quite a neighbor, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to get to a river in Australia. But, I don't know. I mean, I know I've said this before on other shows, but I just love watching water and water animals. If I can go for a walk, when I can go for a walk by the river here in town and I can see the different water animals, including the turtles, I am I just feel so much joy and peace, and the idea of combining that element with conversation and pizza, as long as it's not pineapple and Canadian bacon pizza. I just absolutely not. Absolutely not. I might still show up, but I'd be picking the pineapple off. Um, but I really enjoyed this. It had this nice straightforward style and a friendly tone, which I really appreciated. So thank you, Stanza Hero, for sharing this with us. Very well done.
Absolutely. Yeah, I thought this was a nice piece. It was nice imagery. I said it sounds like an enjoyable time. I think you did a great job. And By the River, just very simple, the title. But I like the animals that he put in here, the animals, the fish, the turtles. And I tossed to the waters those dried, toasted morsels to watch fish and turtle parley for their share, while crow and magpie sing to me for theirs, even bolder than before. I'm joined among the chairs as their encouragement for more. Yeah, I just like that. I like that he brought that in. The parakeets did in that last stanza as well. It's funny because I read that and I'm in my head. I'm going, we can't even experience that. Or parakeets are all in cages. You know, and when you see something like that, it's like, yeah, they do fly free places, don't they? Yes, they do. But yeah. So anyway, I think you did a great job, Stanza Hero, and thanks for sharing with us tonight. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Great
Sorry,
comment, Jean.
sorry, I had
I
to read
didn't
it.
even think about the parakeets, but yeah, yeah, that is an awesome part. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes, yes. Okay. So now let's see what I have. I have the next piece, which is by Hats. Pam's going right after the show. She'll be there by lunch, maybe tomorrow,
Yeah, right.
or maybe the next day, depending. Okay, so here we go. And whenever you're ready, Pam.
All right. Yellow moon sits in a tree and spies on me, the same as that night when you drew with the index finger constellation Ursa Major on my back and told the fable about Prometheus. Do you remember? We ran out of the cottage, warm rain tickled the bodies, shaking fingers were tracing along my curves. You loosened the white ribbon from my hair and muttered into the magnolia scent that came out. Can we run barefoot again and naked, the same as then? Today the butterfly is sleeping, windows ajar. I summon the days back when you were the little prince and I was the rusty fox. End poem.
Nice, nice read, Pam. Um, yeah, I like this. I enjoyed that first stanza very much, but then the second one. Do you remember we ran out of the cottage? Warm rain tickled the bodies, shaking fingers were tracing along my curves. He loosened the white ribbon from my hair and muttered into the magnolia scent that came out. Can we run barefoot again and naked the same as then? That was to me that because it was um, italicized, it strikes me as a thought like, can we run barefoot again? It was just something that she wanted to do again. It wasn't something that happened in that moment. She remembered those times and then thought to herself, or stated to someone, "Can we do it again?" Um, I don't know. I just thought this was lovely. I mean, Hats has a wonderful way of writing things. She's got kind of a soft tone to her words, um, similar to Naomi. She has this softer feel to what she's saying, and I enjoyed that. So I think this is very good. Um, I don't know. I think the title's not so bad there, Hats, even though you say that it's still in draft mode. But I get it. And congratulations on the silver. Nice job. Yeah. So thanks for sharing tonight. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. Yeah, I do enjoy and appreciate the gentle tone of this. Wonderful imagery. It's romantic with a sensuality to it, but it's a gentle sensuality that is combined with a sense of nostalgia, a sense of wanting things how they were before. Like, I don't get the impression of being displeased with the way things are now, but kind of the idea of wouldn't it be nice to have these kind of moments together? I did really enjoy and appreciate the reference to the little prince and his friend the fox from the book The Little Prince. I thought that was quite clever because it makes me think, because obviously with, the tracing of curves and running naked together, there's this idea of people who are more than friends, and yet there's a deep emotional connection between them, because the little prince and the fox were friends that were so deeply connected. Um, I thought this had great lines throughout, but I have to, gosh, I don't know. Honestly, I honestly feel like if I had the capability to copy and paste lines on my Kindle Fire that I like, I would probably copy and paste this entire poem. Um, and I like any poem that starts with the idea of, the moon, personifying the moon. Yellow moon sits in a tree and spies on me the same as that night. And it's interesting how it only takes one little thing to, trigger a memory and have you looking back at a time that really, felt important within your life. So excellent write by Hats, and very well done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's see what I have next. Okay. Let's see. Um, hey, Aaron, maybe you would call in and read Loriant Montagno's piece for us. It says it needs a male voice. He said Rex could read it, but if Rex read it tonight, I don't think that we would hear him.
Right?
It would be nice if maybe you could do that for us. This next piece is called Mistress of the Pitch by Ben Tyson. Now, did I say it right, Pam? Tyson.
Tyson.
Tyson. Ben Tyson. I know he told us how to say it the other day, but I missed the mark. Okay, and I have an audio for that. So, let me go and hit the button. And here it is.
Mistress of the Pitch by Ben Tyson. Flashlight beams sprinkle the cave, each step a trespass, while the mistress of the pitch readied her silk. The cavern listened, drinking the intruder's heat, tasting his sweat as it dripped into the pools. She watched him approach, the slip, the splash, the staggered recovery, then folded herself into the darkness to wait. Unaware, he stepped with caution, drawn toward the web as the cave narrowed behind him, its throat constricting, urging him forward with an unseen prod. Her fangs trembled with hunger, testing her patience. When he touched the woven strands, the cavern emitted a crushing growl, and the mistress struck. His scream never left his mouth. The cave swallowed it whole. She clamped onto him, legs locking around his ribs, each joint grinding until flesh gave way to bone. Her fangs gripped his throat like molten needles seeking pith. Her abdomen spilled harsh venom across his chest, softening sternum and ribs until her body sank through as she melded to his heart, wrapping it in a pulsing sheath that beat for them both. Silk erupted, spiraling around them, thread by thread, tightening the swath as the cave sealed the chamber. Inside the shroud, his spine softened, dissolving his vertebrae into malleable cartilage. His arms withered, then split, then lengthened into jointed limbs, his jaw unhinged, tongue thinning into a barbed tendril. His eyes clouded, then cleared, all 8 of them, opening one by one. Her shape bled into his until the cocoon held only one body, freshly formed and ravenous. The cave widened its throat to welcome its latest architect of hunger. End of poem.
Wow.
Thank you very much for that SoundCloud, Ben. It is greatly appreciated. And Jean, your thoughts?
No. I think this was a really well done piece. I appreciated the title, Mistress of the Pitch. I did. I liked that. I thought that was clever. I really did. Um, I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. I was like trying to. I mean, it really was a very elaborate vampire type poem. And I don't mean elaborate as in like all the bells and whistles and all of that. It. I guess I'll go down there. Um, Let me see. Let me see. She clamped onto him, legs locking around his ribs, each joint grinding until flesh gave way to bone. Her fangs gripped his throat like molten needles seeking pith. Her abdomen spilled harsh venom across his chest, softening sternum and ribs until her body sank through as she melded to his heart, wrapping it in pulsing sheaths that beat for them both. That's what I mean by elaborate. It has um, elements that you don't see in the usual vampire tales. This is where they both become like one in a different sort of a way. Inside the shroud, his spine softened, dissolving his vertebrae into malleable cartilage. It's a transformation between the two of them, and I thought that was pretty unique. So, and I kind of liked it. I thought it was clever. I mean, he definitely. Uh, well, wait a minute. His eyes clouded, then cleared, all eight of them, opening one by one. It's almost as if he transformed into what my visual tells me is like a spider. You know, um, eight eyes, and yeah, I don't know, but her shape bled into his until the cocoon held only one body. I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was well done. So thank you so much for sharing with us, Ben Tyson. Appreciate it. Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great comment there, Jean. Yeah, I thought this was a wonderful dark right. I like the narrative of this. I have to say, Ben has a wonderful reading voice, so I do hope we get more SoundClouds from him. And I am so thankful after months of me pronouncing his last name wrong that he finally told us how to actually pronounce his last name. So thank you for that, Ben. Um, I am a big fan of any title or poem that says mistress in it. I was thrown off by mistress of the pitch, and that's only because the way my mind works, because I'm like, okay, definition of pitch, like, does it have to do with music? Does it have to do with marketing? Does it have to do with pitching a tent? I figure pitching a tent, and I'm probably overthinking it. But then I was thinking, well, is there other definitions of pitch
Well,
that I'm not aware of? Well, okay, maybe like pitch black. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, that one would make sense. Um, and I know that's a very small detail to obsess with, but it's interesting how many actual definitions there are of pitch and trying to figure out which one fits with the poem. But I always enjoy and appreciate dark mythology, dark sensuality. This poem, the story, this has so many elements, which I really appreciate. A huntress who is, going after her victim. The idea that then they have absolutely no chance whatsoever. She's got multiple appetites. She's got her sensual appetite. She's got her hunger, and both of these are going to be satisfied. And great lines throughout. but I especially like her fangs gripped his throat like molten needles, seeking pith. Her abdomen spilled harsh venom across his chest, softening sternum and ribs until her body sank through as she melded to his heart, wrapped it in a pulsing sheath that beat for them both. Wonderful lines and very well done.
Right, right. Well, as soon as I read it, Pam, I thought of Pitch Black, because pitch is,
Ah,
they used to use the word pitch, uh, well, like tar and pitch, a pitched roof, and tar is black. So I usually associate it with that, unless otherwise directed. But Mistress of the
and
Pitch sort of struck me as, yeah. So, yeah, there are a lot of different meanings for it. So I get where you're coming from. Absolutely, absolutely. Um,
And that makes the most sense, honestly. I thought of that afterwards. I think I'm just so used, like, to saying the word tar, um, and also to seeing pitch black together. But yeah, that's you know that one actually makes the most sense,
right, right,
um, and fits the most with the vibe of the story.
right, right. Okay, Pam, do you want to read Frank's piece?
Um, Aaron isn't going to call in and read it.
No, he's not. He can't. He's not on his computer. So
That's understandable. All right. I will put on my manly voice.
don't forget the. Uh, okay, I'm leaving that back.
I feel like no matter how deep I try to make my voice, it's never quite Rex deep.
No, and part of me says maybe I should skip it, but you know, we're not sure when Rex is going to be back. Soon, we hope, but we don't know. So I'm going to put it up. So this was what they called it, an executive decision. Pam is going to be Rex for right now. Okay, this is called "Beware the Ides of the Vampires" by Lorient Montagna. So whenever you are ready.
All right. 'Twas that year of 1848 I cannot forget, as an unease had spread unto Romania. From Asia to Europe began the onset, reaching the cities of Paris and of Venetia. The kinfolk called it the Black Death, whilst the men of God told the throng that the killer bride of hell wielded her breath, but the gypsies knew the haunting song. A whistling burr stirred the graveyards of every tomb anew, where hoary widows roamed the grim nights, drenched in the dripping blood and dew. Within a foul stench of flesh and white, shutters of windows hemmed and locked, howling wolves bellowed from the woods. Beyond the wreaths of garlic that blocked the undead's quench for thirst in hoods. Church bells rang to warn of the legion of horror in the mist of the darkness swathing red, and heard unto the Carpathian range beyond the castle of terror, as the thralls wandered through the forest and tread the eerie wailing of the destined immortal children behind heavy stones of creeping walls, where she fed upon their lorn brethren with her seductive body, gliding along the halls. Thus I was shackled to the hardened ground with the gossamers and a dreary gloom, by the starving rats and dirty cloths found, whilst I abided, quivery of my looming doom. Slowly the door to my dungeon creaked open wide, with a bright light that shone upon my guise, and she walked, heading towards me inside, as a shimmer of the full moon began to rise, bearing a white dress, unruffled silk with flare, with a gold crown of a queen o'er her head, black willowy, fingernails and locks of hair, flowing and flaxen curls of guile and dread, her long, jagged fangs drooling then shone to thurl my bare neck with her insatiable need, as I stared into her red, beady eyes known, and her devilish grin unleashing her greed. When I awoke the next day, I could not hide as I laid in a brass bed within warm blankets, with the queerest kiss of a woman by my side, arousing to a sight of wantonness and trinkets. 'Twas her, the lusty lover of a moonstruck night, as her maidens drank the cups of blood, where when I felt my body was no longer cold of fright, and I was cursed to be wretched vampire forever, for beware the itis of the vampires. End poem. Oh my goodness.
Great read.
Sorry about that. I tried, but there were some that,
Well, I hear you, but I mean, what are we going to do? You can only do what you can do. I thought this was a wonderful story, and I think you did a fine read of it. It's just a little difficult sometimes. And but Rex is used to all those those apostrophes and those halted words, and that's right up his alley. Um, but I think he did a great job with this, and I think the imagery in it was wonderful. Slowly, the door to my dungeon creaked open. This is right up your alley, Pam.
yes.
Slowly, the door to my dungeon creaked open with a bright light that shone upon my guise, and she walked, heading towards me inside, as a shimmer of the full moon began to rise, bearing a white dress unruffled, silk with flare, with a gold crown of a queen o'erhead, black willowy fingernails and locks of hair, flowing in flaxen curls of guile and dread. Her long jagged fangs drooling then shone to thrill my bare neck with her insatiable need. I mean, he just really has the imagery nailed on this. Frank always has a great way with his dark rights, and this is no exception to that. Um, just really a nice piece. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I could pick out a few more stanzas, but that would be kind of silly. Um, but yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff, I say. Good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. Yeah, just an amazing dark tale told. The word choices, absolutely beautiful. It has between that and the rhyme and flow, it has a very classic tale to it. Um, Wonderful imagery, very dark, seductive lines. Um, I have to admit, I was not expecting her to have jagged fangs and red beady eyes. But I like that. That actually makes me think more spider than vampire. But it's obviously because he uses the word vampire, which again I think is a wonderful choice. Um, and that's the direction he's going in. But I like details that that I'm not expecting. Like I'm expecting like large dark eyes, and all of a sudden it's her red beady eyes, and I feel like that when you can steer away from the pre-notion of what people think you're going to put into a story, that is always the a wonderful thing. I really like how he just delves into this um, deep hunger of vampires, but I also like where because he sets the tone, a historical tone, by mentioning the year and all the lands that are being affected by the Black Death. And so I like how he personifies the Black Death, and I like how he shows us the way so many people throughout different lands reacted with moments of fear and superstition to the spread of the plague. So excellent write by Laurie and Montaner, and very well done.
Absolutely. Okay. Pam, we might need you to find a piece before this is over.
All right.
I'm going to put this piece up. This is called Cusp of Iridescence by me, Fillmyeyes. Silly me. And I'll give that one a read. And the cusp of iridescence. Polished path obscured, intrepid by design am I. Spirit songs encouraged. Wise bird soars, symbol of strength, screeching out my battle cry, landing on branch of birch in anticipation. Nightmare demons threatening to hold me, drowned within the darkness, keeping tomorrow's hopes locked away. Unsettled yet unbroken, I dream light into this place, drawing on my strength so as not to remain here again. The white owl flies. Peripheries, cusp rises on the horizon, its colors breathing hope into the awakening of this new day, rising up from fitful sleep. Darkened, disbanded by the rise of dawn, my strongest ally into the realm of renewed possibilities. White birch now casting the only shadow on this new day. Bird of prey now satiated, on nightmares demons devoured. Now only the cusp of iridescence. End poem.
Wonderful read and write, Jean. And I'm glad you brought this out to share with us. I want to say a quick hello to Gray. Hello, Gray. It's good to see you popping in. And yeah, so oh man, this has a beautiful flow to it. I mean, I know it's a free verse poem, but still it has a nice flow. Wonderful imagery. I really like the way this pays tribute to that time when there's that between the time of dusk, the balance between light and dark, where you're still appreciating the mystery and the beauty of the night, and yet there is newfound strength to be found within the light of a new day. And great lines throughout. But I especially like unsettled yet unbroken. I dream light into this place, drawing on my strengths so as not to remain here again, the white owl flies, peripheries, cusp rises on the horizon, its colors breathing hope into the awakening of this new day, rising up from fitful sleep. Wonderful lines, beautifully written, and very well done. Thank
Right.
you for sharing this with us.
Thank you, Pam. And hey, Gray. I picked him up, so now he's here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Phil. Hi, Pam.
How are you?
Hey, Gray. Glad you could join
I'm good,
us.
thanks.
Good to hear you.
I hear them sirens coming
Thank
for
you.
you.
Yeah, you bet.
They're coming for you,
Right? And
Duck,
trying
Well,
to
come
they
talk to
know
me.
who the bad company is.
David.
on.
All right.
Yes, yes. Did you bring us a piece tonight, Rex? Who are you? Gray. You're not Rex. Oh my God. Gray?
Um,
Yay.
take a look.
Okie dokie. Uh, well, while Gray's looking for that, do you want to read Yumpy, Pam?
Sure.
Okay, now this is rough. This title's got me scared. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is called The Case of the Missing Teddy Bear by Yumpy.
I feel like this is going to go one or two ways. It's going to really be either really sad or really fun.
I think
But
it's going to be good.
let's find out. All right. It was raining the kind of rain they write sad country. Try this again. The case of the missing teddy bear. It was raining the kind of rain they write sad country songs about. Kentucky rain, drizzling over neon signs and forming puddles slick as ice. I'm Johnny Trash, Private Eye. I just finished a week-long stakeout at the Heartbreak Hotel, trying to forget a dame I can't help falling in love with. That's when she walked in. Legs for days, a trench coat cinched tight, eyes like trouble. My name's Lola, she purred. I need you to find my missing teddy bear. I raised an eyebrow. A teddy bear? He's my good luck charm, she said. Without him, my act at the Flamingos bust. It's curtains for my career, and I'm booked in Las Vegas next week. She dropped a photo on my desk, a fuzzy bear wearing sunglasses and a cape. Cute, too cute, suspiciously cute. Look, sweetheart, I said, my caseload's full, and besides, I'm still trying to figure out if I can dream of a world where I don't get stiffed on my fees. But she was crying big. Please help me, tears. I'm a sucker for tears and dames and teddy bears. And so I took the case. First stop was Mickey's Dive Bar, where a lounge singer named Tony, stuck on you macaroni, claimed he had seen a shady figure selling stuffed animals in the alley. Next, I hit Flamingo, where Lola's rival, hard head woman Hazel was belting out fiery love songs. Her voice was pure burning love, hot and dangerous. You're working for Lola? Hazel sneered. That broad's got suspicious minds written all over her. Everyone knows she's losing her grip. That bear probably left her on its own. I left feeling no closer to the truth. Then it hit me harder than a hound dog's bark. I raced back to the Heartbreak Hotel. There, behind the front desk, I found the manager cuddling the missing bear. He comforts me, he confessed. I live alone and he's so soft. I returned Teddy to Lola, who kissed my cheek and whispered, I owe you big time, Johnny. I told her, any way you want me, babe. That's how I roll. And with that, I slipped back into the rain, dreaming my own private version of Viva Las Vegas
Oh,
and poem.
oh, I thought this was an excellent piece by Yumpy. I love how he penned it. I enjoyed the song titles throughout, and Johnny Trash had me laughing from the get go. The whole piece made me smile. It, a lot of these song titles I associated with Elvis, but then there's a couple of them that I could not correlate to being with an Elvis song. But I figured, well, maybe I was just unfamiliar with that song. But I think it was really well done, and it was a cute story all the way through, and I liked it. So thank you for sharing with me, Yumpy. Enjoyed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great comment, Jean. And Gray, your thoughts.
There's the puppy. Gray, are you here? You may have muted.
Uh, he might have to, I don't know if he needs to stay on mute or,
I don't know,
um,
actually, he's not. Well, he's not muted on this side, so I'm not sure.
oh, okay. Gray's dog is already commenting.
Oh, they are all Elvis songs. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, very cool, very cool, and such a great use. Well, I'll go ahead and comment, and we'll um, see after that. So, yeah, I thought it was a great use of song titles, and I definitely recognized the majority of them as, Elvis Presley, which made me think that they were all Elvis. But because I noticed when Yumpy does song titles in his rights, which he does very well, oftentimes there it focuses on a single band or singer. Um, this is just such an amazing, fun, creative noir write with a great use of song titles. I had a lot of fun with this voice, and I have to say, one of the things I really liked about this is it just went in an unexpected direction for me. And I think that's part of the appeal and the humor of it. Because honestly, missing teddy bear, I was expecting, I don't know, a kidnapped child. But then I was thinking, it also felt like there definitely could be with that title potential for humor. I definitely this shows Lucky's talent, not Lucky's, sorry. I was looking at the phrase "he's my good luck charm" at the same time I was about to comment Yumpy. So for a brief moment there, his name got changed to Lucky, which I suppose I could have changed it to something worse. But great lines throughout. But I did especially enjoy First Stop was Mickey's Dive Bar, where a lounge singer named Tony Stuck on You Macaroni claimed he had seen a shady figure selling stuffed animals in the alley. But really great lines throughout and very well done.
I agree. Yes. Well, it seems that Gray is now muted. Gray, are
Yeah,
you? Yes.
I'm
Hi.
here. Hi.
Hi.
I had to shut my earphones off. Um, but not. I really enjoyed Yumpy's storyline and his narrative. It kind of has a classic film noir type detective type feeling to it, and the imagery was spot on. I really enjoyed the whole write throughout. So nicely done, Yumpy. Great
Nice.
read, Pam.
Very cool.
Thank you, and great comment, Gray.
Well, look there. I put it over in the wrong place. Well, it depends how you look at it. I guess they could click it there. But, okay. Well, Gray, you're just in time to read this piece by Gray I. Smith called Disgrace.
Well, how fortunate is that, eh?
Is that not a coincidence or what? Ah, okay. Well, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
Just
oh, wait. You have an audio. You want me to put it up?
sorry.
Or do you want me to put up audio or do you want to read it?
No, I'll just read it.
Sure. Okay. I
Yeah.
can
Okay.
see
Thank
one.
you.
Okay, you're
Hey,
welcome.
stop. It's enough. Okay, so we have Disgrace by Gray Eye Smith. Driving a dump truck full of I don't give a fuck on a highway through hell can't put me under your spell. Your words slip like water off a duck's back, just breeze blowing by. So go ahead and try. Bring forth your best attack. Feel my words smack like a fist to the face. You're such a disgrace. Bet your parents are sad at the travesty they had. Giving birth to a bad dream. You could hear them scream when they saw your face. You're such a disgrace. Disgrace. End poem.
Ooh. Ooh.
Great read there, Gray. I definitely will have to take time to listen to the audio later to see what your choice of music was to go with that, because that was really hard hitting.
Yeah.
And your thoughts, Jean?
Well, I think it was a great job there, Gray. I got a little nervous. I looked at the author and it says, "You know who you are." I was like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Gray was being mean, but I think you did a great job. I mean, you told it like it was, and you said what was on your mind. I'm sure, like get that dig in, and yeah, pretty clever. Your words slipped like water off a duck's back. Just a breeze blowing by. So go ahead and try. Bring forth your best attack. feel my words smack like a fist to the face. You're such a disgrace. Bet your parents were sad at the travesty they had. Ho ho ho! Gray was not happy with this person. Oh,
No,
hope it wasn't me. God,
no, of course not.
I didn't make
Never you.
I didn't make you that mad yet.
No, never
Oh
you.
gosh, but no, great job. Um, Pretty clever. I'm curious what it sounds like too, Pam. We'll have to listen together later.
Yes, yes,
Huh?
definitely. Definitely. Yeah, this has really hard-hitting lines with a real bite. I'm like Eugene, like I was reading this, listening to Gray read this poem and looking that it was written right around February 24, and I was like, what was I doing in February 24? Yeah, that got me in trouble.
Yeah, right, right.
No,
I didn't
no
even
way.
remember what the date was. I just said, "Damn, I hope I didn't do it." Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, this I really liked the almost like rap battle feel to it, the way this flowed, the way it felt like you were throwing punches without holding back. And I thought there were strong lines throughout, but I especially like feel my words smack like a fist to the face. You're such a disgrace, but your parents are sad at the travesty they had. Um, Excellent lines and very well done. Thank you for sharing this with us.
No
Mhm.
problem. Thank you.
Yeah. See that?
I
We never.
appreciate your wonderful comments.
Yeah. I thought I was like, oh, going. I was good. I started reading. I'm going, okay, okay. And you're reading, and I'm going, ooh, ooh. I don't ever.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think I.
like when Gray brings this voice out.
I don't think I ever remember Gray being that mad at anybody. Made me very nervous. That was only two
Right.
years ago. Somebody made him mad. Oh my goodness! But yeah, I said, say it like you mean it, young pup. Say it like you mean it. I also said, I'm glad I'm not the receiver. Whew.
Well, I can tell you it was nobody on the show or nobody in the listening group. So,
Oh, good, good. It was
yeah.
not.
No, I think the person's gone from the site, actually.
Pam, we're safe.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. So let me see. I think that's my. I think that's the whole board. Hey, Gray, you want to sing for us for about I don't know, 8 minutes? That's
8 minutes. Oh, no.
8 minutes
Broken
long.
glass everywhere. People pissing on the stairs. You know, they just don't care. Can't take the smell. Can't take the noise. Got no money to me, but I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room. Pokers in the back. Man, junkies in the alley with a baseball bat. Tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. So don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It
Oh,
makes me wonder
that is
how I keep them going under.
awesome.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep them going under.
Okay.
I could go on and on and on, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness gracious, that is
I've been listening to
awesome.
that song since I was 11 years old.
I'll tell you, you just full of it tonight. Full of it. He's full.
Right,
As they say, he's full of piss and vinegar tonight. I can tell.
right, yeah.
Right out. Yes. Yes. How was your day, Gray?
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Very good. How's your
Yeah.
weather?
It's beautiful. Yep.
Is it
Was
nice?
it was cloudy. It's supposed to rain today, but it didn't. So it's been very nice.
Good. Very good. Yeah, we all had. Oh God, we had. Yeah, we did the weather report earlier, and everybody seemed to be having well, all but Visaga. Poor Visaga's in 80 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's like whoa. No, that's too much. Too hot for me.
Yeah, that's gross for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. That's like not. Well, I would never sleep. Get the AC on. I'd be standing in front of it, and yeah, if I fall asleep standing, that's just fine. Yes, yes, yes. So, you're off tomorrow night, huh, Gray? Yeah.
Yep, I is.
Yes. Yes. And then, did you get a message from Pam about Sunday?
I did. Yes.
Yes. Get with the program.
Good, good.
Give it a
Yeah.
program. I know you got something tucked away in there.
No, I'm gonna make something up. I'll write something for it.
Okay, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We like it. Yes, very good. So, yes, yes. And Monday we have the Garden of Enlightenment. Oh, we may as well do the run through for the week. Sunday, Pam and I will be filling in for Rex, and we will be doing an open music / lyrics show. Monday we have the Garden of Enlightenment with Gray Eyes, and well, company because we're not sure who's showing, right, Gray?
No, we're not.
Okay. And then after midnight, Pam, what are you doing? Are you carrying them forward, or are you just?
I think I'm probably going to carry it forward.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry it forward. And then if Rex isn't back by the one after that, then I'm going to try to find someone to co-host with me
Okay.
because I don't want to, keep a contest for too long.
Arr, arr.
Sadie, stop.
I was barking back at her. Yes. So anyway, uh, and then Tuesday we have Twisted Tuesdays. I forgot the name of the show. Twisted Tuesdays with us Twisted Sisters, and we never know. Maybe a Mister or two, followed by Part Sinner, Part Saint with Ephesiana and Babbler. Wednesday is Pam and I believe Gray on Wednesday.
Yep,
And
if he'll be kind enough to put on the bells and join me.
woohoo, she wants bells on you too, Gray. Whoa. I'm not sure what she wants them attached to, but we're not going to talk about this on this show. Yes. And what is your topic Wednesday? What is
The Art of Seduction, Sensual Cravings.
cravings? Whoa, that could be good. That could go places. And I assume we're being followed by Books and Bards after that.
As far as I understand, yes.
Okay, good. Thursday we have. Um,
That is a good question.
don't tell me.
Break on through. We have break on through.
Exactly. She's got Break On Through on Thursday. And do you have a co-host lined up for that one yet?
I do not. That is one I have to reach out. So, but if anybody's listening now and they're like, hey, I can co-host a Thursday 10 p.m. show, that's no problem. Then yeah, I mean,
I think.
I can co-host a Thursday 10 p.m. show.
Woo! Whoa.
oh, awesome.
You gonna do Wednesday too, Greg? She's doing crazy.
Sorry?
Are you gonna do Wednesday as well?
This Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Want to make sure I asked. Okay, so Pam's cool for Wednesday and Thursday. We don't have a late show on Thursday. Oh God, and that brings you all back to me again. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, and the thing is I don't know. I feel like if because we want to give Rex all the time he needs. That obviously means it's going to be you and me again. I feel like people by the end of this week or whatever it takes, we like more Jean and Pam. How much more can we take?
Oh my God. How funny is that? So
well, everybody loves the late night ladies, so
Oh God, I don't like us that much. I think they just listen because some ditzy as hell. And then Friday's me, and then Saturday we'll have Gray again.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, well, we don't know who it's going to be. It might be Pam and me. It might be Rex. But we'll figure that one out, I guess, when the time gets closer. And if it's Pam and I, you can bet your boots it's going to be an open show. So that'll be good, I guess. So yeah, so that's about the lineup for the whole week. And Jean and Pam. Yeah, that's us, the hope.
Oh my gosh. I like what Aaron says. He says Gina and Pam, LNP's version of Hocus Pocus cast.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That
cracks me up.
Hocus Pocus out of focus is us. Yes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that's our lineup for the week. And Gray, we always appreciate you calling in. It's always nice to hear your voice. Even when you're being mean, we still like you. And telling them people off. He gave them hell, didn't he, Pam?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was awesome.
Yes. Yes, sir, Bubba. No, so I don't know. What else? Am I missing anything? Is there anything
I
I need
don't
to come up with? No, we
I
did the whole.
can't think of any major announcements.
Yeah, I think we made them all. We did the Rex and the Luyu thing, and went through the lineup for the week. Yes. Any
And I
questions?
would like to declare right now, I don't want anybody else giving us reason to make announcements
That's
unless
right.
it's, good news.
I'm signing no more hall passes. This is it. Just get some Velcro and put it on your chair. Yes. Any questions from the fellas out there? Keep it clean. We're not answering anything crazy. Just thought I'd let you know that ahead of time. Yuppie says nope. Nope. Aaron's probably sitting there trying to think of one. Let me see what I can ask them. But yeah. See, Yumpy, you're on it. Nope. Good night. Good night, Aaron. He says no. Good night, ladies. Guess he's tired of listening to us. I don't blame him. Well, yeah, I guess we should say good night. It's 12:01. Yes, yes. Gray, have a wonderful
Yep.
night. I'm probably going to call you after this show. So just so you know, be forewarned.
That you're gonna call me?
Yep, I'm going to call you. And
All
Pam,
right.
thank you for co-hosting with me. It was fun as always. And thank you to everybody who gave us poetry, who spent their time with us, and who shared their comments. Thank you to everybody on YouTube. I'm waving. Everybody have a great night. Talk to you all soon.
Bye, Phil. Bye, Pam.
Good night,
Good night,
honey.
Yuppie. Good night, Aaron.
Good night, Vizago.
Good night, Bazago. Good night, people.
Good night.